Hey y'all, we're Krypton Critics, and my dad wants to talk politics.
Not really politics, just your opinion on these people.
Ah, so who do you want to start with?
Let's start with Ted Cruz.
Okay. Droopy face, yes.
There was one meme or one photo I've seen of him dressed as a woman, and it was like the Republican elephant was standing there. Like, well, there was at the bar. He was the last one there, and he was like that last chick. He had to get like, well, got to go home with somebody. He can't. They really can't go with Trump, not wholeheartedly, and expect backlash. But Cruz is not any better. It's just.
I mean, seriously, I thought he was out the race. I thought he was done.
I think you're thinking of Marco Rubio.
Or I know Ben Carson's out. He's not running to be president.
Yeah, it's just.
But there was a rumor going around that he may want to be vice president under Trump. And
no way in hell.
I'm like,
no way in hell.
I heard someone say a comment. I was like, is he going to be in the house or in the field?
No! Oh my God. Yeah, that's. I don't know if. Oh. Maybe. What was that? I forget the other guy's name. Not Ted Cruz or Donald Trump. He's still in it too. I think he's from Ohio.
Is he a senator?
Yeah, he is. He's running, but he hasn't dropped out yet. And if he drops out, Cruz could pick up his super delegates and go from there. But Ted Cruz, I can't see it happening. All right, we'll go Democrat. Hillary.
Hillary. Not 100% opposed to her. I just want Bernie a lot more. And sometimes she seems like a wolf in sheep's clothing. She acts and sounds like a Republican, but she does have a few progressive things.
The thing going on, see, I think what most people think, well, most black people, I'm quite sure, you think you get Hillary, you get Bill. Mm-hmm. And in some aspects you are, but you're not given that bill from the time frame when he began. This bill has been through some shit and he's tired. So when somebody says something from Black Lives Matter, he retaliates back. Well, he put away the drug dealers and stuff like that. The subject matter wasn't about the drug dealers. It was just about their lives matter. Mm-hmm. And they were questioning his incarceration rate during his time frame, which some people say it was happening before him.
Yeah.
And
was he more vocal about it? Or?
No, he kind of lashed out at this guy, and I think he regretted it.
We look just like we do when we're crossing the street.
And I think he regretted it because, say what you want, you don't chastise people who supported you throughout. If you're my friend and you've been helping me out and you've been on my side through thick and thin, and you're gonna sit there and chastise something that's very, very near and dear to our hearts, go fuck yourselves. And if that's what Hillary brings as Bill, then I don't want Bill anymore. Wholeheartedly, I don't.
Wait, who's being chastised?
Bill chastised some Black Lives Matter guys.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear about that.
And I think he regretted it, but dude, this is how he really feels. And I'd much rather deal with somebody who doesn't pretend to support us and be down with us than anything. And I think people are realizing now, especially in Wisconsin and New York and stuff like that, when they go into this next Super Tuesday, that just because you got Hillary, you're not getting Bill.
Yeah. Not
the Bill you thought you had, not the Bill that was like, who's your daddy type guy. This guy is older, he's grizzled, and he's settled his way. I think he's a grandfather now, he's about to be. Mm-hmm. He's not the same Bill. And
well, you see, I might have many grandchildren.
Yeah, he might. But it's more or less my thoughts on that situation. Getting back to Hillary, because you can't mention one without the other.
hill dog.
A hill dog, but it's not even that she's a woman. It's just I don't like her. I don't. She reminds me of, I hate to be this bad because it's probably the best comment I can make. She reminds me of the white lady in The Color Purple. That I always been good to you people type lady in The Color Purple. She was like, there's one scene when she was driving this car and she was dropping this Oprah Winfrey off to be with her family. Like, she hadn't seen her family in years, and she couldn't get the car started. She couldn't get it in gear, so she started yelling like, "Oh, always been good to you people," and it's like, always been good to you people. And I feel like she has this separation from the black community that just because you're with Bill, we gave you the pass, and now I wouldn't. And
because you were under Obama.
Well, yeah, but even when she was going to Obama, she said some pretty inflammatory stuff then, like, well, hard-working Americans won't vote for Obama, and what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean exactly? I'm a hard-working American. I voted for Obama. A lot of people, obviously, who are hard-working American, they voted for Obama in droves, so go fuck yourself on that statement. And he was a better man than me to put you in his fucking cabinet. Next.
Trump.
Oh, Donald. I think Donald, I give him this. He knows how to entertain. And if he does get into office, he better hire the smartest people around him he possibly can get. Do I think he's going to get it? No.
Yeah.
He's too polarizing to a point where it's like any group that he think he may not get. He said, well, the black people love me. They're going to vote for me. Oh, the gays love me. They're going to vote for me. Then he'll antagonize a certain group of people, or make them a villain of his new thing to get people riled up about it. And you're right, fear always works. And as long as you play to people's fears and their weaknesses, they're gonna say and do whatever you want them to do. And his rallies are just, I'd never seen anything like this before in my life, where we're a country of immigrants, and just I don't have much to say about Donald because so much absurdity. Where do you want to begin? It's like, well, we're gonna build a wall. Like, we're gonna get Mexico to build it. Like, I thank God for that. I don't know who was the guy who was like the former president of Mexico or whatever. And he's like, well, I've been in no fucking wall. And I'm glad he put the exclamation, the cuss word in it, because I feel the exact same way.
Yeah, I have a joke about Trump. What's the difference between Benito Mussolini and Donald Trump?
What?
One's Italian.
Fuck. Yeah. He's in a world that he was in charge. I would hate to see what happens to us on a world stage. Nobody would want to deal with us anymore.
I mean, you remember like a few months back when we heard about some, I think it was naval men or soldiers that were kept in, what was it, Iraq? And, you know, a lot of political commentators and politicians were getting worried. It's like, oh, this is like back in the 80s when they were just torturing, people and keeping them as prisoners. And Obama was like, can you hand them over? And like, sure. They have a lot more respect for Obama than a lot of previous presidents. Like, he knows how to just talk like he's a person.
Yeah.
Not talk as someone that's higher up.
Yeah, I'm arrogant and better than you guys. Little Marco, he's belittling people at any given step. Even with this guy from Jersey.
Oh, Chris Christie?
Chris Christie, when he was up there and he gave the support, he said, "There's your plane. It's over there," and it's like dismissed him.
See, I didn't know the craziness Chris Christie had until recently.
Oh yeah, Chris.
Like, I was just like, oh, he's that Republican over there, and sure, he has this whole scandal about Watergate, and
Well, no, the bridges. When he shut down the bridges in there, just retaliate. It's just like Jesus
And-
Christ.
this past year, I heard, something he said. I'm like, okay, now I know you're crazy.
Well,
You know what he said?
what?
He said his plan concerning immigration is to find every immigrant and put a barcode on the back of their neck.
I fucking hate him now. If that is that, I have to do the research. I can't believe he's that stupid to say something like that. If he is, then
Like, barcode. Saying barcode makes it worse because that invokes images of the Holocaust.
for people who are supposed to be free and strong, we're so fucking biggest bunch of scaredy cat fuckers I've ever seen in my life. Don't get me wrong. Home of the free. Home of the free. It just bothers me. It just bothers me to no end that the biggest fucking scaredy cats out there. We will get hit. We will get attacked. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. You're trying to prevent a fight from happening. You never know when it's going to pop off. It's a moving target. You're never going to keep up. You can respond to it, and you can retaliate. Or,
Like, we have a lot of military,
yeah.
but you're only as powerful as your weakest link sometimes. Like, we have a lot of strong, thick metal links in this case, spending several $100 billion on weapons in a decade, which is insane. The only country that has more nukes than us is Russia, which is like 3 more. And we only do that just so we can say, well, it's not like we have as many nukes as you.
Yeah, if we give him a chance.
Evil ex-communist.
Donald. Stuff about women.
Women.
It's disheartening that this is the best the Republican Party could muster. Or I don't even, you know what? I don't even want to blame it on the Republican Party. I can't do that. They've been hijacked. This is not what I thought in my heart and mind what a Republican is. I don't. It's not conservative. It's pandering. I'm quite sure there's some that do it, but at least they have the common courtesy to do it behind closed doors. They're not gonna. It's upfront racism in some instances. It's just like overt.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's just amazing.
I'm like, we don't need to push any more racism. We have enough problems as it is right now. Not all of them are overt like it was in the 50s and 60s, but it's still around. It's more of society and how we view each other.
When did he want to go back to Make America Great Again? What is that thing, what that time frame that he's talking about? Because if you're talking about the 50s and 60s where pretty much women,
blacks, gays,
anybody didn't have, yeah, you're right. You feel like you're losing, you had it all, 100%. You could sleep with your secretary, get her knocked up, fire the next day. She had no recourse. You guys had it pretty much an abusive one-sided relationship, and now they're trying to make it an even playing field so you won't run rampant and do what you want. Yeah, you had it good for a while.
I mean, if you think about a lot of the Republicans running for office, a lot of Republicans running for office are white males and also Gen Xers. So, around the time they're born, they had a little taste of that one-sidedness, and they're like, well, I want that, why can't I keep up with that, It's the thing that I kept being taught. And when a lot of these candidates who they're cradled in money and opportunity, it's hard for them to see any other way. They're like, well, you're just broke because you don't work hard enough. And that's what their census is for a lot of things.
Okay.
They're just cradled in opportunity. Next opportunity just goes down the family. I'm not saying having opportunity and all this money is necessarily bad per se, but when it destroys communities and makes precedents of laws that only benefit you, you can lead to a fascist system. It's happened before, and I would hate for it to see happen here. That's why I think we need to counteract some of this, and that's why I like the idea of Bernie.
Okay, Bernie. I wish I'd known of him way before this.
Mm-hmm.
His biggest fault was not getting out there and telling his story. Seeing him with the shots in the civil rights, seeing things he fought against and talked about, I like, dude, if I had a choice between all of them, I would love to have Bernie as a neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down, he would seem like he would be a decent person to be beside. I think Hillary would think I'm suspicious. I would think Ted Cruz would do things to make my life difficult. I think Trump would throw garbage in my yard. I think Bernie, out of all of them, is empathetic to the people he's serving, and that's what.
No, Trump will pay someone else to burn a cross in your yard. And you tell the Mexicans to build the cross.
Mm-hmm. I see him. Those images of him
in the rallies
and speaking out for people's rights and stuff. Like, dude,
did you notice in the Trump rallies, like half of the people are drunk?
I did not notice that.
And is that racial slurs? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm serious. I've actually seen like a few videos of Trump rallies, and they are drunk.
Well,
and like I saw this video. I don't know where it was, but it was actually showing footage from two different rallies, one for Sanders and one for Trump. And the Bernie Sanders rally, a lot of people they had like giving out free hugs.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And you had this one Sanders supporter that was maced in the eyes by a Trump supporter. Like, why wouldn't you make America great again? Just sprays her in the eyes. Like, that's really fucked up.
Well, you don't do it through a presidency. You do it from individuals. Like, I go back to that analogy of a neighbor. Again, I can't see myself being around these people, let alone having as president. I would deal with it if I had to, but if I had a choice right now, you're right. It'll be Bernie, because I can see him like, hey, Rodney. And he will be the person to invite me over, not because I'm black or just because of anything, just because I'm his fucking neighbor.
Like, at this point, there are three choices that are really on the table. Ted is, over there. Just kind of corner with a dunce hat on his head. But the three that are majorly running are Trump, Colonel Sanders, and Hillary Clinton. And
right, rank them how you want it, how you like them to go. Start from 4 all the way up to your number one choice.
Okay, Bernie, top.
Oh no, 4, the least likely person you don't want.
Oh, ones that I'm actually say no to. Okay, Trump, Ben Carson.
No, he's not running.
Oh, but you're just saying candidates in general that would
No,
say no.
There's only 4 left. Rank them.
Okay.
Technically, there's 5. But I can't think of the other guy's name. Sorry.
Is he a Republican?
Is he a Republican?
Okay. So, at the bottom, I have Trump. Matter of fact, make him number 19th.
Okay.
Because no way I'm voting for him.
Okay.
I guess I'll put Ted Cruz above him. You know, I mean, he's not as bad, I guess. I'm just picking between villains here.
Mm-hmm.
Just one is less equipped. I'll put Hillary above him. The most vexing thing I've heard from Hillary is that she says, I don't want free education in our country because I don't want free education for Trump's children.
That's like a few people. Who gives a shit? There's hundreds of people out there that.
And what's the chances that they're going to go to
That's the most
public college? They're probably going to go to a private college.
Stupidest. If she actually said that, that's. You know what? We have millions of people in our country, and your argument, I don't want the rich to get educated as well. Who are you serving? Are you got that much action grind that you're gonna prevent everyone else from having a good time, or just better than themselves because you don't want a certain group of people not to benefit? Isn't that?
I mean, think about it. There is probably around, over 100 million Americans that have college yet. That's a lot.
Okay. My ranking, I would say Bernie's number one.
Yeah, Bernie is number one.
You gonna hate me for this?
Don't put Trump at the top. Oh my God.
Okay.
You just talking all that shit about Trump, and you're like, you know what? Yep.
Hold it, but
Let me be part of the problem.
No, I'm not. Oh, I didn't say that. Ted Cruz is 4.
Mm-hmm.
Hillary and Trump is number 3. No one's second to Bernie. I'll put those two at a dead heat. And if I had to pick between, keep in mind, Trump, Bernie's my number 1. If I had to pick. But if I had to pick between Hillary and Trump, I think Trump will win. And the only reason I say this because I hate to say it, I want to see the spectacle. I know it's wrong, and I know I'm fucking up people's futures. I know people livelihoods. People probably die and get hurt to see if this racist, bigoted stance do anything for you guys. Does it make anything better?
So if you say the spectacle, what's going to keep you safe, Dad?
I don't know. I don't know. But I'm sick of all of it. And the only person I'm not sick of is Bernie. And if he doesn't run this year, I hope he does it again next 4 years.
Oh, I was going to say, you better say next year.
Well, he's going to be really older. No, not next year, but I hope he runs again for the next 4.
Or your rationale, he will die.
Sorry, Bernie. Get Al Gore as vice president.
See, I'm sorry, Bernie. We couldn't get the free healthcare fast enough for you.
No.
You should have wired me out.
But I give him this. I never was 100% on any politician, not even Brock.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, they are people. They're not just clean ideal.
So that's my review on who I think should win in the current climate of the political process.
Tell us what you think.
I'm pretty sure a lot of hate mail on this one.
Well, we're not big enough to have any hate mail yet. That's how you know when you made it, when you get a bunch of hate mail for a video you make.
Got a point.
Nigga, we made it.
Oh.
Got my own masters. I got no royalty statements. I can't be free. You heard that song?
No, I don't. I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
It's a song by Jay-Z and Jay Electronica.
That's okay.
All right. See y'all later. We are the Crimson Cooks, and you know we love you.